When President Ramaphosa took over, he promised us a new dawn. He promised us that he was going to deal with corruption. He painted himself as a guy who hates corruption, right? And the promise was that there was going to be job creation, right? The promise was that the Zuma period was a wasted time. So he promised that he was going to bring, prosperity into this country. Also, the narrative that we were sold was that he is a businessman, so he knows what he's doing, right? Well, it didn't take long for us to realize that, no, actually, for us to believe that we are setting ourselves for failure. Okay, you say, Bongs, why now you're saying we are setting ourselves for failure? The minister, Mr. Enoch Godongwane, has said that he's going to give a financial budget on February 2024. And he said, guys, I don't want to lie to the citizens. Expect shocking. Expect a difficult announcement. He's saying, expect the worst. Something bad is happening in this country. And he's about to announce some difficult decisions. So you and I, we are here waiting to hear what are those bad news. But I can guarantee you, it may not be probably interest rate, but chances are interest rate will rise throughout 2024. For now, I think there will be budget cut, some department and other companies being sold. I'm just saying that I'm hereby telling you that the country is collapsing. Prepare yourself. And I remember in the words of Wethusi Tembekwayo, he once said, he was on the podcast with Penuel. He says, it's like this ball is breaking, it's going down. He says, we need to allow it to reach the floor. As it hits the floor, then we'll pick it up from there, start building again. Because right now, he's like, it is inevitable. It will have to hit the floor. As much as it is running at a rapid speed going downward, but it has to reach the floor. It has to hit the floor. Then we will fix it. In other words, he's saying the country will have to go down and be at the point where it collapses. But then we will rebuild, because it's now almost next to impossible to save the country. That is, those are the words from Wethusi Tembekwayo, now confirmed by Enoch Godongwane, Minister of Finance in this country, who's about to make a financial budget speech on February. And you remember that in South Africa, February is our financial year, right? So whatever happens in February, guys, it's already difficult. Eskom, load shedding, this murder in this country, it's already difficult. But as difficult as it is only getting worse. There's something that I know that is not only, it's not getting worse, and it's that you need to subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section below. You need to click the notification bell. You need to watch the video until the end. You need to watch the ads and also share this video. Well, should you wish, guys, there's a join button. You can join, become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 rand a month. Come on, guys. And also, if you want to support this channel further, this channel is under my media company called mthondo Wethusi Media. You can contribute to the channel. That's the best way as well to support. There was an article that was released by Enoch Godongwane. In fact, the article that was released by Business Tech on the 16th of Jan 2024, which read, February is gonna be a difficult one, says Godongwane. South African Finance Minister warned that next month's budget will be a difficult one as the national's ability to service its growing debt remain a challenge. Enakotongwane will table an annual budget in February when he will announce more details on the National Treasury plan to arrest it's called what, the balloon debt. He told Johannesburg-based broadcaster Newsroom Africa the following. He said, right now, we have got a challenge because our growth level are insufficient to be able to cope with the higher level of debt. He says, I will have more on this in February budget next month. I can tell you now, we are operating in fairly constrained fiscal space. So the message we are likely to put across in February is going to be a difficult one. Okay? Before I proceed, I've never seen, I don't understand. We borrowed this, IFM, over that bank. We borrowed this. And we see that the debt is growing. But I'm telling you, we will borrow. On top of the fact that we are struggling to pay out the debts that we already have, we will continue to borrow. Okay? Then again, but the article reads as follows. In this midterm budget, in his midterm budget in November, Kotongane stressed the need to stabilize public finance and accelerate growth as the Treasurer warned of a high debt trajectory over the next 2 years. Ongoing power cuts and logistic crisis continue to constrain economic growth in Africa's most industrialized economy. Next month's budget will come before South Africa's general election, which is expected to take place by August. Wow! So it will take place in August, not May. Usually it takes place on May. Okay, it will take place on August, and in which the ruling National Congress will fight to hold on to the national majority it has since coming to power 3 decades ago. It's even said to say they came to power 3 decades ago, but today we have to speak about what we are talking about, that the country is collapsing. I know you don't want to hear that, but I'm telling you this. Expect an increase in many things that you are paying now. For instance, if you are paying 5 rand for this item, expect probably to pay 7 rand, because things are getting difficult. And usually when things are getting difficult, expect petrol increase. They increase things to balance things, right? Expect that. So you are expecting to see rise on fuel. Ultimately, it affects your taxi fee. So guys, grocery, tickle. Hey, yeah, Nina, this country's collapsing. Like, now I remember the words of Wustenberg and how they make much more sense when he says, it's like this thing is going down and there's no way you can stop it. You need to allow it to hit there, and when it hits there, and then you pick it up, and then you start building again. The question is, do we have right leaders in political space who can then say, okay, it has collapsed, let's bring it back? Do you or do we have such people? That's the biggest question of all, to say, yes, we can say, okay, we'll be patient and we can sacrifice a lot just to allow this whole thing to. But then do we have the right people that will pick it up? That remains a big part of our problem. Because it appears like the ones that we have, they don't care. They don't give a damn, not even in a swimming pool. You know why? Because they are children, they study overseas. They have investment overseas. They don't care about what is happening here. Even if this one collapses, they will go and have a nice life internationally. But let me leave it here. See you guys on the next one. But until then, please take care.